is good.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jackson. That is good. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 15. And they double up Jackson. Monroe outside. Back to Jackson. Butler kicks to Monroe. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree. Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor. You know, it's a little strange to think of Detroit as being a team that runs, but they actually were better when they did run last year. They made good on a lot of opportunities in transition.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Anthony's checked in for Monroe. Prince comes in for Caron Butler. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Lucas subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Kaman comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard. As you said, guys, you think of basketball in the Motor City, you think of a very deliberate game, and Steve, tough D.
It had been the identity of basketball in this city for a long time, Kevin, but last year the Pistons were a top 5 team in fast break scoring. So, you know, when they run, they're at their best. So the city might be entering a new era in terms of the style of play.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 21. Blake, that's for 2. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Lucas with it. And Kaman picks him up defensively. Prince, the pass to Lucas. Meeks outside. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Freeland dishes to G. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Kaman. He kicks it to Aflalo. The 9-foot shot. Rebound by the Pistons. Tolliver's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Prince kicks to Meeks. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to over...
Patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can. And you can tell by how my bread stack up. In the sky, getting out to the bed. Watch it like my whip, like my chip. Doing the $1.6 to be in the cocktail. Grinding cousins, I got 4 dozen. Even 11 files. If I see you keep it coming in my way, that's just as heavy.
Detroit leading by 19. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Tayshaun Prince out there with Joel Anthony. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Blake misses.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Prince with it, now guarded by Aflalo. Jackson drives in, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Williams, he's checked in for Detroit. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. And Anthony gets double teamed. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Anthony. And that's 13 points here for Drummond. Trailblazers trail by 21. Lillard, the pass to Aflalo. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Drummond. Meeks dishes to Drummond. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Meeks. He's guarded by Aflalo. And Meeks kicks to Drummond. Misses from close range. The Trailblazers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Aflalo, the pass to Aldridge. Comes up empty down low.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Now the pass to Williams. He feeds it to Drummond. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's 15 points here for Drummond.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. That one goes. Count it. And 12 points for Aaron Aflalo. Pistons leading by 22. Williams kicks to Meeks. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Williams dishes to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. Double team on Williams. Another 3 for Detroit.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
From deep, Aflalo kept alive. Here's Aldridge. Outside for Batum. Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer no good. The Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. To the inside, Batum with the steal. Williams against Lillard. And Aldridge slams it in.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
To the wing on the left. Hobbled by Aflalo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Monroe's checked in for Anthony. Butler comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Meeks. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Sean Williams. And Lillard kicks to Aflalo. Here's Aldridge, and he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Jackson kicks to Butler. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, you know, more of the analytical types. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees. And for basketball lifers looking for roles in front offices, I think it's natural to feel threatened by the influx of more analytical minds. the feeling is, and I think it's an accurate one, that those analytical minds are favored because a lot of the owners come from a similar educational background in terms of being comfortable with numbers and wanting to measure things more and attach value to measurements as opposed to feel and experience of playing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tolliver. And it's Jackson in for John Lucas. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, I don't think the math guys are going away anytime soon in the NBA. I think the best organizations kind of take a holistic approach. They incorporate advanced stats and cap specialists, but there's also a lot of thought in terms of players who fit and experience and youth. It really is kind of one big concoction.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Detroit. John Lucas comes in for Reggie Jackson.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for Detroit.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Freeland. Portland again missing.
Not his forte. I don't really like that shot, and you can tell the defense is just asking him to take it.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Lopez with the steal. Freeland the pass to G. McCollum dishes to G. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And he gets it to go.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the call will be against Steve Blake. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
And the Pistons making a change here. Martin's checked in. Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland. Blake kicks to Kaman. That's blocked. Now Lucas. Outside Martin. Feeds to Caldwell Pope. Goes up on the block. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.